Hey there, I'm Lucas, and today we're gonna talk about this little new nifty slider called the Kovacam. So some years ago I bought my first slider, which was some sort of DIY kit from a company called Egus. Egus is a German-based company for industrial parts, for all sorts of sliding things. I don't know actually, and they're not really meant for filmmaking. Therefore, they are a bit bulky, a bit heavy, and a bit big in their size. And back then there were not many alternatives, only really expensive things. And today we have much more affordable solutions. And I wanted to have one of those because it was a bit big and a bit heavy to carry around. So I asked my favorite Chinese seller, Orpheus C from eBay, what he has maybe in his portfolio of products. And then he showed me this, I think, pretty new product, which is called the Kovacam. So let's look a bit of the main features. This is, of course, pretty straightforward. However, just want to guide you to what's interesting about this little slider, next to the very low price point, of course. So we have the rail, which is made of aluminum. It looks good. It is not to be banned. It's pretty nice quality. Pretty thing. It's very light. I can carry it with maybe 2 fingers. Maybe I could use my small thing, my pinky. So it's a really light slider, very nice. You have the sled here. The sled is bearing based, so you can also adjust the friction through these Allen screws. Pretty nice. Slides pretty good on the slider. Of course, it makes some noise, but I don't think this is a big problem actually. So with the red screw, you can secure the sled so it won't move on the sled. On the slider, it's a nice feature. What you don't get is a head. So I use a ball head, my Yobi ball head X. However, you can use any head you want, which has 3/8 inch thread under it. So you have to get one, of course, but I think this is pretty okay. There are cheap ball heads on eBay and such. Slider, the rail has 3 sets of these threads. So you have always a 3/8 inch and a 1/4 inch thread on the left, on the right, and in the middle. So you can place it on 1 tripod or on 2 tripods, or if you want the extra security, you can get the third one in the middle. Don't know if this makes sense, probably not. So and then you have these legs. And as you can see, my legs are a bit bent here, and I don't know what DHL did to it while delivering it, but this is of course not part of the product. This is a failure from delivery. However, I get replacement parts, so that's no big problem. However, just wanted you to know if you see this, because it looks a bit strange. So however, we have these red screws on the legs, so when we twist them, when we screw them, we can adjust the legs, so we have we can place it anywhere. We don't need a tripod. We can also place it on a table or in grass, on the ground, wherever you want it to sit. And this is a pretty nice thing, I think. What we also get with it is this little cloth. I think this is for cleaning it, which is pretty nice. I mean, you can also clean your glasses with, or your lenses, and it's free. And also we can, I hope you can see this, I didn't unpack it actually so far. This is an Allen key. So with this Allen key, this is the right size for every screw we have on the slider. One for the friction of the sled, but also to detach or reattach the feet from the sliding rail. Pretty nice. So we don't need any extra accessories to deconstruct it. We can also do everything with what ships with the slider. And we also get a nice bag with the name stitched in there with a shoulder strap. This is really nice for traveling. So the length of my slider here is 80 centimeters. For me, this is perfect because it's a good compromise between how much you can travel with your camera, but also how light you can travel when you get with this on the bus or on the train. And with this 80 centimeter slider, I think this is a perfect value to get good shots, but also travel light. So when I slide the camera from left to right here, you may notice that there's a slight wobble when the weight changes the side. However, this is not because of the slider, this is because of my really shitty tripod. You know, this tripod was very cheap back then when I bought it, and it served me well all these years. However, I have this one longer than I have my 550D camera, and by now it's simply a bit outdated and I need a new one. However, I just wanted to say that when you noticed this during this review, it's not because of the slider, it's only because of my tripod. And now where you know that, let's watch some sample footage I shot with my Blackmagic cinema camera. So I think the results are pretty sweet, and always keep in mind that I'm not a DP, I'm more of a post-production guy, so your results may vary and may be much better than mine, of course. However, you may have noticed this little wobbling during the shots, so this is really entirely because of my tripod and not because of the slider, because the slider works like a charm. I didn't have two tripods for left and right or a better tripod to put in the middle, so yeah. But I think you get the idea what's possible with this slider. So if you're interested in this slider somehow, the links to the purchase is down below in the description. I would as always recommend buying from my good friend RFC from China, because he really cares about his customers and does not only scam you. A really nice guy, love to work with him and this kind of things. Yeah, thanks for watching my new review on this little nice Kovacam slider. I think with $135, a real steal for the added production value for your production. So hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time. Bye.